Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius January 8, 2023. Yesterday's full moon occurs in your opposite sign and partnership sector, and information or feelings can come to light. You might reach an epiphany or revelation. The need to attend to a significant relationship or the need for others can emerge with this full moon. It's best to listen closely to what an important person in your life has to say. It's better not to jump to conclusions or sweep anything under the rug. You may come in touch with your feelings, but what to do with them may be more complicated. Take your time with this, as matters need to unfold naturally. In the week ahead, there can be significant announcements and realizations. One of the most important lunations of the entire year for your personal and romantic life is upon you. This is because a full moon is taking place directly across the sky from you in your solar house of partnerships. It is rising within the heavens above you now and will cast its light over the several days ahead. This is a time of union, commitment, and merging closer. Couples could be moving in, getting engaged, or even being wed. If single, be on the hunt for someone who values stability and is looking for a long-term relationship. You could dance with a twin flame. Do you feel self-assured with your professional commitments? The past 6 months may have encouraged you to dive into the emotional investment that you may have made with your obligations, commitments, and relationships. Your feelings about each arrangement may have waxed and waned during this time. However, your intuition could have helped you navigate decisions and potentially tricky situations. As the domicile full moon in Cancer comes to fruition today, it might be time to figure out what you want to continue pursuing. Ask yourself what feels right and go from there. In the lead up to the moon's visit to your financial sector for the year tomorrow, the money gods are drawing your attention to the income side of the financial fence, and that works to your advantage. It is important not to overthink things before the moon returns, with a chance to put money matters on hold as you focus on a growing awareness and confidence on the income, work, and career fronts. Waiting for the right time to start getting serious about your health? That time is past. You must start today. If you are asking yourself this question, it is never too late. The first step could be increasing the amount of water you drink each day. Make this month the period of time you use to really watch how much water you drink and double it. Most people suffer from effects of dehydration without even knowing it. Are you one of them? Your dedication to others shines through on a family-oriented day like this. This is your kind of day. Utilize your creativity to keep your family in touch. As they spread out over the world, the lines of communication can become thinner and thinner. Use your skills to bridge distances. Maybe start planning a family reunion to bring the whole group back together again. Your organization skills will make it a real hit. Yesterday's full moon might create some strong emotional responses or some tension, but for a good cause. This is a full moon that will always fall at some point during your birthday month and always when the moon is in your relationship sector. It is a clash between the sun and moon that will put a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test, but with benefit for both. As well as giving you a better sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. This is making sure you don't move into your new solar year with your head in the sand. That the first full moon of 2023 is falling in your relationship sector is going to get your attention more than just an ordinary monthly visit, due to its clash with the sun in Capricorn. This can stress test a balance between your personal and relationship needs, but it comes when Mercury, the planet of communication, is on hand to give your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Cancer moon brings all of its emotions to our consciousness. We are releasing old feelings as we move into a new year, and we could have a lot of tears to shed. It might hurt while we're doing it, but the process of letting go and managing one's heart means embracing such growing pains in order to move forward in life. You must react calmly to any jibes or provocation from the people you know. If you feel deceived, be careful in whom you confide. You tend to weigh each word too carefully and overreact to the slightest criticism. You should deal only with those who don't take your mood too seriously and know how to handle it. Resting will make you feel better. Personal relationships don't always run according to plan. Turbulent situations crop up again and again, requiring all your energy. Smaller arguments and conflicts seem to be pre-programmed. Keep calm and deal with this turmoil in a relaxed fashion. It doesn't have to be a spa package. If health is what you're longing for, even just a long hot bath, relaxing music, and a good book can do the trick. It's time for you to focus on your health and learn to weigh up healthy choices against the potential damage caused by overeating, alcohol consumption, and smoking. In the morning, the Cancer moon squares off with Chiron in Aries, forcing a confrontation with suppressed pain. We obviously don't want to go about our lives feeling weak or vulnerable. So, when we encounter triggering situations, we are more likely to bypass them, ignore them, or claim we will address them later when we are in a better place. The issue is that we cannot get to the better place without having the necessary confrontation. By putting it off, we continue to perpetuate the cycle of trauma. Today, acknowledge the wound. You may not be able to resolve it now, but at least you won't do yourself a disservice by sweeping it under the rug. You're feeling vulnerable and it is easy for somebody to mislead you, so be careful to avoid making any hasty decisions. It's certainly better to put your energies into things which give you pleasure but don't wear you out. Otherwise, unintended actions simply lead to you becoming weary and exhausted. Go along with any sympathetic suggestions your partner makes. Mid-afternoon, the Cancer full moon brings to fruition intentions set during the December 23rd Capricorn new moon. The enterprising new moon brought goals for the new year into focus. Yet yesterday's full moon communicates that magic cannot be made manifest in the external world without equal priority being given to our emotional well-being. Self-mastery is not only about negotiating reality, but about listening to our intuition and instincts. At this time, we realize that our feelings are not a threat to our success. They are an invaluable barometer for personal safety and security while navigating experience. Yesterday's full moon asks us to return to our personal center, reminding us that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. The moon additionally sextiles Uranus in Taurus, intimating that serendipitous encounters will facilitate important wake-up calls. Progress and advancement have different definitions depending on who we talk to. Ultimately, it is up to us to choose the path that will engender our own happiness, even if it is an unorthodox one. The moon also opposes retrograde Mercury, suggesting that reflection and introspection are a better use of our time than explaining our logic to others now. You owe no one an explanation for your choices.